All right, I ran across this on social media. This is on my Twitter feed today, and this is May 28th now, but I'll share this in latter weeks in this class for your extreme weather in the news. But this would be due to some thunderstorms that had hit the southern plains states, and this person, Steve Bowen, had tweeted this out. He's a weather forecaster. He said, "This multi-week stretch of U.S. thunderstorms will result in a total economic cost of several billions of dollars. Insurers will cover a notable portion. Year-to-date stats as of May 28th, 30 plus EF3 tornadoes, decadal average is 24, 489 reports of 2-inch plus size hail, and the average for the 10-year average is 348. So through May. So those numbers really tell a story. This has been an extremely busy, severe weather season this spring, especially in the plains states. They've had tons of activity. And now, of course, they've had to deal with the damage. And the point of Steve Bowen's post is now they got to pay for, insurance companies got to pay for the repairs. And I did another story on how insurance carriers are all of a sudden pulling out of coastal areas such as Virginia Beach and the Outer Banks. I shared that video earlier in this class under extreme weather in the news. But this is a kind of another example of this. Extreme weather encompasses all kinds of weather. And in this case, it'd be thunderstorms and large hail, severe thunderstorms. He goes on in this post, part two of his post, he says, a consistent driver in U.S. thunderstorm losses is often the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Just look at the housing unit urbanization growth in recent decades. Huge urban footprint expansion, a hotter and more unstable atmospheric environment, and higher damage loss costs. So the costs are going to increase anyway because of inflation and such. But now there's more and more damage that's happening because of more extreme events, a more unstable atmospheric environment. And then we're adding increased urbanization of already urban areas into the mix here. So we're compounding the problem. And this graphic he shared, this shows in 1970 the urban sprawl. You can see the color code there in the bottom, exurban, suburban versus urban, and the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex 1970 versus 1990 versus 2010 and versus today. Look at the growth there in the urban core there of Dallas-Fort Worth. So when they get hit with severe weather, obviously it's a huge issue in terms of cost to rebuild, repair, and that sort of thing. Just an interesting take here, and it not only applies to Dallas-Fort Worth, most any metro area in the zones of where there could be extreme weather impacts, coastal zones, even in Virginia in particular, or inland zones where there's a tornado risk. So again, interesting take here and this post by